Okay.
Here we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Today we will have a webinar in English because our guest doesn't speak Romanian. So welcome to the third webinar in our series on project management in the age of AI. Today we will project our perspective on the future and explore emerging trends in AI and their impact on project management. We will discover how we can adapt and prepare for the changes ahead. Before introducing Ivan, I briefly remind you that the event will be recorded and later accessible on YouTube. We prefer to be mostly on video and audio off. We have a Q&A session at the end, so please add your questions in the chat window in advance. After the Q&A, we will ask you to give us feedback by completing the survey, for which the link will be provided in the chat window, or you can use the QR code on the last slide. And now let me say a few words about tonight's speaker. Ivan Moreira is a qualified senior program manager, business strategist, contract manager, and an IT and security consultant. In the last 18 years, he has been involved in large-scale projects for corporate clients in the energy, oil, public administration, transportation, finance, and retail sectors, and is currently working in the cybersecurity field for the healthcare industry. Ivan has contributed significantly to the advance of project management along with IT best practices. And one of the ways to share it is by being a global speaker at PMI events in Romania, Ukraine, Angola, Brazil, Greece, and USA. On the charitable scene, Ivan shines through his volunteer work at Casa in Portugal, where he dedicates his time to distribute food for homeless people. And the most relevant for us is that Ivan is a very active volunteer and an old and good friend of PMI Romania. Ivan, thank you for accepting our invitation. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Christy, for the invitation. Bună seara to everyone.
Bom dia, Ivan.
Bună seara. It's a pleasure to me to be here with you guys tonight and share some ideas regarding the project management field. In the last, maybe I would say 4 to 5 years, I was having interesting on PMI on artificial intelligence field. Just to set up your expectation, I am a regular project manager, so I don't have so too much advantage skills in terms of programming or even technology. But I am since I was born in the electronics, I'm quite I have a mindset, a easy mindset to have understanding about everything related to technology. So everything that I will show and I will speak to you tonight, you can do it. If I can, you can also do it. Okay. So we are going to explore the connection between artificial intelligence and how we can use not only in project management, but also in our day-to-day life, because, you know, AI came to us, and it's not a bubble. It came to stay. And in the same way how we changed the way how we managed projects from in the beginning of the century, or when the PMI was founded, and from when we moved from waterfall or predictive to agile, or now we have artificial intelligence bringing to us this advent of transformation in technology. So the main message here is the AI will not take your job, but someone who knows about AI will take. So we as project manager need to have the idea that we need to be connected and to learn about artificial intelligence, because if we don't, for sure we will lose the wave and lose opportunity, or maybe even lose our job. So let's gonna start. How AI could help us in project management. These three words, or these three topics, are probably the three most important that you see in the next few years. First of them, automation. Probably, I don't know if we have too much people connected to technology field and to digital transformation here, but the automation will who are connected to Hopet process automation knows about Pipedream, Zapier, and other tools that we can use to automate our day-to-day tasks. Now, this kind of technology will be more and more and more and more and more and more used to automate our tasks and our jobs and our and I think that automation will bring us the advantage of be focused on the strategy and not be so connected to the operations. I don't know how many of you are connected to the strategic level in your company or in your work, or if you are the owner of the company. What is the amount of work that you do has in the operational level, even you are in the strategic one, okay? So it automatically brings us to the second one, that is the help that AI can bring to decision-making process. So we, at the moment that we start having more accurate information or accuracy data on our hands, on our companies, the way how we decide would be facilitated by artificial intelligence. And of course, it will fall in the third impact. This is the top three, okay? On my opinion, of course, it is not, although all the information that you see here is have a source, a credible source of information. It's an opinion or something that I built by myself on my own view. So the AI tools will incredible transform our productivity. We will probably in two years we will see a completely transformation about the way how we manage our projects. And we will see probably some of you already use it on your day-to-day life in business and also in your personal stuff. Well, the transformative potential. For instance, for you who arrived now, I was speaking about a conference that I was providing a keynote speaker in Athens past week, and we already start seeing tools that help us support how we and what projects or tasks or even risks we take or not, based on selection using AI algorithms. I have the opportunity to share the stage with a guy from Canada, Paul Boudreau, who have developed it. Of course, it is a very academic tool, but the potential of this tool was so incredible. I was sharing in the beginning with Christian and Marius that it was for me the best presentation and the best masterclass that I had so far in terms of prioritization, prediction, and selection of projects. So this is just the top, super top of the iceberg about how and what AI can bring us. So another thing where artificial intelligence could help is supporting the PMO implementation, the PMO life cycle, the PMO risk management, resource allocation, and then all this complex project management tasks and predictive analysis, risk assessment, and even risk management could be done by an algorithm or any kind of artificial intelligence tool. Not in this presentation specifically, but I don't know how many of you had been in the our conference in Romania last year. And in this conference, it was 1 year ago. A lot of things changed. So since there, but 1 year ago we already had a lot of tools that can be used in the field of project management. Some of them developed for project management field or for project management tasks or tools, but some of them not directly connected to project management, but could be used as well for project management. So if you want, you should take a print screen of this this slide, because this is from here. This is the most important moment for my presentation. So the adoption of artificial intelligence would be, as we talked, a reality on companies and all business, from the smallest one to the biggest one. Okay. So if you don't advance yourself, if you don't learn, you will not have chances for career advancements in the future. Be sure, as I say in the beginning, AI will not take your jobs, at least in the next 10, maybe 15 years. But someone with these skills will take. So the best way to take it is learning, okay? This is something that is in your hand, probably free of charge. In the internet today, we have plenty of podcasts and newsletters and a lot of content, a lot of papers, a lot of reports that you can read and stay aware and learn about artificial intelligence and how it is progressing. So it will automatically change the way and the dynamics, how we work. And if you don't understand how AI works, you will lose. 2 or 3 advices that I can tell you that you can use, tools that you can use to be aware about what is happening. You can subscribe for a newsletter called AI Tools Report. In my opinion, is the best AI newsletter you can choose how much emails they send to you. I decided to receive once in a day because this everything every day things is changing. You can listen, sorry, AI breakdown podcast, which is a very, very nice podcast. They are used to make short videos, like 5 to 10 minutes, about what is happening on AI field from day to day. Of course, there are plenty of things happening probably that can be interesting for you, but you can select what you want to listen or not. And there is another way to stay tuned, that is taking some courses on Coursera and Udemy, and of course YouTube videos have a lot of information. The recommendation here is, please be aware about the source of information that you are getting the knowledge about artificial intelligence. But those tools that I talked to you can help you for sure in 1 month have a completely different understanding about AI that you have today, because things is changing every day, okay? Well, the landscape of project management. I shared on also in the last year a similar slide with you on the conference about these predictions from Gartner that says that 80% of project management work will be done by AI by the 2030. I think that will happen before, but at least Gartner projections says that. I think that in the matter of three years at least, AI will taking care about the work of project managers. And I'm used to say a very a not so orthodox phrase that I'm saying to everyone, that is probably my profession of project management will not exist in 10 years. But when I say that, I'm not telling to people that project management will die. No, absolutely not. But the way how we manage projects today in 10 years will be completely different. So if you not update yourself, we will lose your job. Okay. So the challenge and the opportunities are immense. There is a lot of them. Especially, I don't know what is the main role that you here are connected with, what kind of industry you are connected, but in the technology field, on public sector, on oil and gas and energy, there is a lot of thing happening in the research. There are a lot of things happening in all pharmaceutical industry, healthcare, real estate, marketing, a lot. So we need to adapt our skills and be prepared for this new landscape that is coming here. Standish management says that 35% of the projects do not fully meet the expectations of the sponsors. And if we see this information from Harvard, that it's not Harvard, it is McKinsey, says that we have $48 trillion invested in projects worldwide. It means that the remaining 65% is wasted with resource and unrealized benefits. It means that my project is delivered like, okay, just 0.5% or something like this. If AI help us just by the number of 10% of this 65, we are talking about 3.2 trillions of dollars that we can save to our business. I don't know if there are any trillionaire here on the room, but it's a huge number. It's a huge number. Okay. there are some these tools. It's just the new ones. I don't tested all of them, but we have tools like Scope Master that is very nice to help us to like tight the scope of our projects. We have Monday that I'm sure that 90% of you heard about before. ClickUp, Basecamp, Trello, Motion, all of those tasks help project manager and are project management related software. There are another ones that are not mentioned here, but also I shared on the conference last year. Taskade, on my opinion, is the whole project management tool, even better than Motion and even Notion, because they can do like Kanban-based project management tool, tool, yes. And but also they can help you to build mind map for the portion of your project, and you can use AI to predict what you are doing or what tasks you are going to do on our project. It's very interesting one. These last ones are very interesting because they are also most trendy, I would say, right now. HiveView it's like an avatar that you can interact to make a pre-selection of candidates to your company. It's like you can scheduling a meeting with this avatar to the candidates, and the avatar will speaking in natural language with them, and we will interact, and plus will get the known the body language that the candidate has. So if the candidate start to say something or to move the eyebrow, and the system are always measuring the levels of stress, or if there are some lie or something like this. And of course, this raises some data privacy questions, and also the way how we interact with between each other. But it is the reality, okay? Step size is another task management tool, and Zapier is the tool that I told you in the beginning about integration. Today, again, I'm not a programming guy, but today, all these kind of project, these tools, online tools that you use, even they have the ability to connect to anything, to everything. Zapier is the mid-level, is the middleware that you can use to automate your whatever software to another whatever software. When we have this advent of artificial intelligence happening, you can, for instance, if you receive an email with a given topic, you can have your algorithm to analyzing this email, and Zapier could, based on the information that you will have received on this email, Zapier could send an email, or can send a spreadsheet, or can make a bank transfer, or can, I don't know. There is plenty, there is no limit to the things that you can do using this Zapier, this integration and this automation tools. Has Zapier, we also have PipeDream that is very similar. That is the tools that we can use to transform something, or to transform an information in another one, or to take action to base it in another one. And again, I say just a natural text from an email. Okay, you can trigger something to happen. Well, the transformative potential is, of course, the evolution. This is something that I forgot to mention in the beginning. This is the data-driven approach. It has a very important takeaway from here. That is, as accurate your information is, better you will have information for your algorithms. Nevertheless, companies now are used to have something called data lake, and normally this data lake is many sources of information that you have on your company, like an SQL database or MySQL database, your SharePoint information, your knowledge base about support systems. When you start connecting this kind of stuff to AI algorithms, you can take part and completely transform the way how you work. There are simple things that we can just have in our mind. If you there is a tool that called Charlie. This is a tool that you can put 1, 2, 3, how many documents you want, and you can interact with these documents in a way how you can correlate these documents. Now you can expand your thought about, okay, I have my knowledge base about my support system connected to an AI algorithm, and also connect to the voice interaction system. In the way how we have it, someone could call to this algorithm, make a regular phone call, and ask for support, and the system will connect to this system, sorry, and provide you an information. So everything based on this algorithm and the connection with your data. Okay, so it will reshape the way how we work. Absolutely, not only in the project management field, but many fields of business will be transformed about that. Again, our development, our skill development would be mandatory to deal and to live with this in this new era of artificial intelligence. And companies can start in a very simple way, integrating AI in their strategy, because most of companies that I talk about AI, they have it on the mindset. They know that AI is here. They know that they need to start using AI on the company, but they don't have it on their forecast for this year, for instance. Most of companies are just aware about it, and it's not too complex to implement AI or to start doing some baby steps. And this, I think, there is a plenty of things that you can do, but if you start by creating this kind of AI committee, one person for key department, one from marketing, one for HR, one from legal. That's very important. And these people could start having a regular meeting in the company, like in a weekly basis or something like this, discussing how this could integrate and have this kind of organizational readiness and assessment about how the company could integrate artificial intelligence and create like a roadmap. Okay, we will not start doing that today, but we will start using it in 1 year, in 6 months, in 10 years. I don't know, but it's important to have this kind of this assessment about how AI tools could help the business. All right, so. And of course, it should be aligned to the business goal. It should be something that the company have on their mindset, and also could be something that the chief level assume that would be a must-have in the company. And last but not the least, ethical AI principle also should be defined. this is a very, very important, again, very, very important topic that you should have in your mind. And why? I think that it was in the last week, Microsoft released something called Copilot Plus PC. And probably you also heard about the new version of ChatGPT 4.0, the Omni. Those GPT 4.0 is not too complex to the ethical principles, but but this new release of Copilot Plus PC related by Microsoft is quite concerning, because basically in the moment that we start using this tool, the system or Microsoft is taking part or taking screenshots and creating a history about all your behavior in your computer or in your cell phone, if you want. I think that the first release is only available for computer. It means that it raises a huge concern about how this data will be treated, how this data who, and of course we have regulations in Europe, we have regulations in United States, we have regulations in China, but it's a bit scary. So it means that if we as project managers, because these tools that I told you probably has a project manager, probably not, I'm sure that it has one, if not more, project managers behind it. So in the moment that you are implementing any kind of strategy or software or whatever you want in your company, you should be concerned about ethical, about privacy, and about security. This is the three keywords that you, as project manager, would have in your mind when dealing with AI, when dealing with technology. So this advent of technology and of artificial intelligence, it's bringing a lot of, or at least creating new ethical concerns that we need to care about. So again, learning and get connected is very important to act in the AI field. And here you, as project manager, have the biggest accountability and responsibility when dealing with this. So we are talking about the security. Of course, data governance is something important. The continuous learning is something that I said many times to you. And of course, the decision make by the way how I mentioned, you can choose another one, but the way how I mentioned, if you have a committee, if you don't have a department, a AI department on your business, you can start thinking and researching how AI could enhance your work. You can do it by yourself if your company don't have a plan for it, or you can approach your boss about it. I did it. Well, I think that is almost obvious, these opportunities and challenges that AI bring to us. The innovation is there, but ethical, security, and governance are also here. The way how we lead will probably change as well, because when in the way how we progress in artificial intelligence field, we probably also will change the way how we lead our team, because the interaction in a not too far moment will have an algorithm, will be a bot, will be a voice interaction system that will change the way how we lead our team. And of course, we should be resilient and agile to address this kind of AI. I use the word integration, but I think that this is more modification of the way how we live today and we will live tomorrow. Here I have just 5 in many predictions about the way how AI will improve project management field. But on top of that, I also tried to put some information about how you, as project manager, could deal with the situation. Well, autonomous systems will be something that we already have it working on the field. More than that, as project management, we should be ambassadors and leverage the way how systems grow in our business. I will pass then and for the risk today, we have, and you can do it in ChatGPT as well, and it's very easy to do if you want to assess some kind of risk. And but more than identify risk in the future, the system will in the moment that you are managing your project and then you place your project chart inside your system, you will get all the risks identified, and probably the risks that you don't foresee will be there, and you need and you have and you will get the support from the AI systems for forecasting and how to mitigate a given risk. Prediction. We talked about prediction here already. AI and something that is coming, and it's already here, but it is not so popular yet. The quantum computing will change completely the way how we can do everything in our life. It will be another thing happening, probably. I don't know if it will be so soon, but it was released in the last April. A tool, I don't remember the name, I'm sorry, but I promise to share it with you guys when I remember. There are a company Australian company who released a device that is connected to the internet and allows you to develop using the quantum. It's like an emulation system that allow developers to develop quantum-based software. So when I saw that, I realized that the quantum computing are quite close to become popular, and of course, I think that for the complexity and the environment that quantum computing requires, we probably are not so close to have a quantum laptop in our house, but we would be able to use quantum computing from AWS. Actually, AWS already have a service for quantum computing, and in the moment that it's become the programming in quantum computing become popular, also quantum computers will become popular, and this will completely change the way how we see and we deal with technology today. Because for instance, an algorithm that takes like 30 years to be broken, like a RSA algorithm, they say that is a key with 2048 bytes take 30 years to be decoded. In quantum computing, it could be done in a matter of minutes, if not seconds. Okay, now think about how AI working with quantum computing could revolutionize our life. Automation is also something that we already talked a lot here. So automation and orchestration. I don't have orchestration here, but orchestration is also something important when we are talking about the automation processes. And augmented and virtual reality is something that are becoming more and more popular. The use of like glasses for virtual reality will be something that will be in the next 1 or 2 years be used. There are McKinsey studies that point that in 2 years we will have like glasses for virtual reality as we have phones on our hands. The thing is changing. The things are changing a lot. So this is more one slide about the advancements that we can leverage on our career. So again, skills, learning, and adaptive mindset. This ability to adapt is something that should be always in the mindset of a project manager. And now, specifically speaking about PMI. On the beginning of this month, I was attending this live session with Ricardo and Antonio, Ricardo Vargas and Antonio Nieto Rodrigues, and Pierre Leman, the PMI CEO, was in the chat as an attendee, and he was talking to people, asking also questions to him, of course, and he said that prompt engineering is the #1 priority for PMI right now. And that is true. That is true because PMI are investing a lot in artificial intelligence. They are doing a huge effort in the AI field, not only on the community, but also providing tools to help us as project manager to work on it. Who here in the room heard about PMI Infinity? All right, Marius, good. I see three hands up. That's good. 4 hands up. Awesome. PMI Infinity is something like a ChatGPT, the popular one, but it has around 14,000 papers and documents and templates from PMI connected to the large language model. So if you are PMI member, you can take part of this PMI Infinity and use it like ChatGPT. This is there is something important to note, that is, and we were talking. I think that I will talk about it in the next couple of slides. We have to support. It's not, of course, talking about this previous slide about prompt engineering that Pierre says. We have a book. It's a short book published by Evandro from PMI, and it's an interesting book because this book is fully developed by the way how we manage projects. So the book will guide you to how to interact to the Gen AI systems, to the large language model systems, on how to interact with the systems. You can scan this QR code to get this book. I think that it's available only for PMI members. This is basically screenshots. There is not information. I just wanted to share some screenshots from the book and to show you how it could help you to tailor your prompt, to ask and to build prompts for your project, for instance. Okay, so but there is something interesting that I wanted to share. That is, in the way how you go deeper in a question, in ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity or any other tool, we will realize that the system could hallucinate. And it doesn't mean that Infinity do not hallucinate, but since it has this 14,000 documents about project management field, and system is trained to be more accurate when you go deeper on a given topic. So try it and share with us if you find it useful, because for regular questions, if you do it on Infinity or ChatGPT or Gemini, you get almost the same answer. But in the moment that you go deeper, you realize that the Infinity works better. Okay. So we have, for sure, I think that all of us agree about the efficiency, the productivity, and also the ethical that we talked about when we are dealing with AI on our business. I don't know, this slide is a bit bad formatted. I'm sorry for that. And the way how we do these workflows, I don't know, but I think that this slide is the same that I showed. It's a duplicated. I'm sorry. Now I will share with you this. I don't know if you heard about Microsoft Vasa 1. This is a Chinese a project from Microsoft. This is, sorry, it's not Chinese. It's a Chinese researcher from Microsoft that developed this tool. What is the difference of this talking faces tool? The only thing that you need, and you probably knows or heard about this kind of tools that you upload a picture and you get generated video, but this one have something better. That is the lip sync audio and the lifelike behavior. So you can see expressions, emotional expressions on the videos. If you search on Google for Microsoft Vasa, you see more videos related to these ones. I'm not sure it is already available, any kind of API to interact with the system and upload your own picture to test. But
if you plan to go for a run and you don't have enough time to do a full run, do part of a run. If you plan to go to the gym today, but you don't have the full hour that you normally work out, do some push-ups, run up and down the stairs, go out.
You see? So you can see expressions just generated by this picture that is on the bottom of the video. It's amazing. And now we will share some videos about technologies that are coming, and it is very interesting one, since I think that we still have time for it. This is short ones, like 1 minute, 1 minute something. Just let me know if you can hear. Christian, I will ask you just to inform me if the audio, if you can hear the audio when I start playing. Okay.
Okay.
So human was released in April, and this is it's like an AI pin. This is just the beginning. This is the first, or actually it's the second, but it's the first succeeded to interact so well, as you will see on the video. The releasement of this was not so successful because there are a lot of things to correct yet, but it's the beginning of the way how we will interact with artificial intelligence. Look at the video.
Isn't life about what we experience, what we smell,
Can I eat this? Yes, dragon fruits are low in sugar.
what we hear,
Hey, what should I get you? 我在这里该点什么呢？
what we see,
Capture this.
and what we feel? What if we build more memories,
What are some fun things to do nearby?
share more moments?
Should I play songs from the last time we were here?
What would happen if we rediscover our senses? What if devices were the experience?
Yeah,
Lucy called and your flight is at 7 a.m.
tell Lucy I'm on my way.
What if life was?
AI.
Yes, very interesting. As I told you, it is not so. If you search about it, on the internet, you will release or realize. That it is not so popular right now because there is a lot of failures in the system. But this is the first one. Okay, now you can just to envision the future that we can have interacting with the AI systems like this. Of course, this is for day-to-day lives, but we can adapt it for our business and change the way how we interact with the systems. Last, Gemini Pro has been released 4 weeks ago, and with the ability to solve math and physics, something that is not so easy to Gen AI systems to do. And more than that, the breakthrough here is the token capacity. Token is the amount of information that you can provide to the system in order to get an answer from them, or how the system could interact with the amount of information. And they improve it. Google improved it for the number of 1 million tokens. It means that you can upload a book with 1,000 pages, almost 1,000 pages, to the Gemini Pro, and ask related questions. You can upload a video, a movie, and ask Gemini for something specific. You can ask for the movie if the movie have a train, if the movie has a lady dressing a headdress, for instance. So that is incredible. Another release announcement was, and this one would be very disruptive in the business market, because Meta announced this Llama 3 Gen AI or generative model, and then they integrated it on the products like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. But more than that, because this is just for the social media business, of course, it's a business as well. But more than that, it's an open source. And being open source means that company and people could start using it by themselves. Of course, the amount of resources that we need to run something like that is huge. But to develop a business, it means that you don't need to be connected or to have a marriage with someone who provided just has a SaaS, has a software, has a service from Microsoft or from OpenAI. It means that you can develop your own Gen AI system. Okay, so this is where I think that it is a bit disruptive. Stanford University released 1 month ago the AI index. The biggest concerns about that they talk about, it's a 500 pages document, and the main concerns about it is data privacy, literacy, bias, and how we interpret AI today. This is there are 2 or 3 sources of information that you can use in your day-to-day AI literacy. This is Stanford, McKinsey, and Harvard Business Review. This is 3 sources of very good and very well-shaped information about artificial intelligence. And the last one happened just 1 week ago, was the releasement of this conversational chat GPT, call it GPT-4o, O of Omni. This QR code you can use to download the Stanford AI Index if you want. And I have another video about Figure 1. I don't know if you heard about it. It's the OpenAI robot. That's first human-like robot that can in real time interact with the actor.
Hey, Figure 1, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Great. So based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great. Can you put them there?
Of course.
All right. So how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner. The trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure 1.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
So guys, you can see that there is a lot of technology on this small video. This generative AI, we have machine learning, we have computer vision, we have a lot, and robotics for sure. There is something that is. It is not a 3D video. It is a real video. So it's something that make us to think about what are coming in the near future. And last but not least, I would like to make a call for a bot that I trained. This information is not right. It is not about PMI certifications. I in the last minute I changed it because I found old document that I had on my hands, and I thought that would be more interesting to share something related to project management field. I will call to a bot, and this bot is a large language model that have the information about the project management plan for the James Webb Telescope. It is not the last version of the document, of course. It was something that was released, I don't know when, I don't recall actually. But I will call to this AI bot and ask some questions about project management of the James Webb Telescope, and let's see what we will get. Christian, I will ask for your help again, just to make sure that people can hear my conversation and the answers from the bot system, okay?
Okay.
Hey, I am Neil, a NASA team member of the James Webb Space Telescope. How can I assist you today?
Hello, Neil. I am Ivan, and I'm pleased to hear you. I'm curious about how the risks are managed.
Hello, Ivan. It's great to have you here. Absolutely, Ivan. The risks associated with the James Webb Space Telescope project are carefully managed. The risk management plan addresses a broad scope of risks that may arise during the formulation, design, implementation, and operation of the entire JWST system. It also covers risks related to the use of project and contract financial resources, facilities, procedures, equipment, and personnel. Our team is dedicated to ensuring that all risks are evaluated and mitigated effectively.
Oh, that's great to know. And what about the communication plan with the stakeholders?
I'm glad you asked, Ivan. The communication plan with the stakeholders for the James Webb Space Telescope project is well established. We understand the importance of keeping all stakeholders informed and engaged throughout the project. Our communication efforts include regular updates, meetings, and collaborations with international astronomers, partnering space agencies, and those who will be using our data products. We strive to maintain open lines of communication to ensure that everyone is well informed and involved in the progress of the project.
Whoa, that's great. I heard about the James Webb, and I was curious to know the status of the project.
Certainly, Ivan. The James Webb Space Telescope project is currently making great progress. The team has achieved milestones within cost and schedule, which is a positive sign. The project has undergone significant changes in management, with all senior management being replaced. A new plan has been developed, and the launch date is set for October 2018. Communication has also improved greatly between HQ, centers, and contractors. We are excited about the advancements and are committed to delivering a successful mission.
Whoa, that's amazing. And Neil, could you tell me when will be take place the PMI Romanian conference this year?
Thank you, Ivan. We're thrilled about the progress and the upcoming launch of the James Webb Space Telescope.
Oops.
It's a remarkable project that will greatly contribute to our understanding of the universe. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else I can assist you with, please let me know.
Oh, I would like to know when will be the Romanian PMI conference in Bucharest this year. Can you tell me?
Certainly, Ivan. The PMI Romania conference this year will take place in Bucharest, Palace of Parliament, also known as the House of People. The conference is scheduled for September 27th. It's going to be a fantastic event with a lot of well-known international speakers. I strongly recommend you to join me there.
Oh, that's nice. And can you tell me something to the audience that is in this webinar today with us?
Of course. It's a pleasure for me to be here with this huge audience today. I can practically feel the energy through the phone. Well, I suppose you are speaking about AI, right? I can't predict what artificial intelligence will bring us in the future, but you all should start learning today and not get lost in the brilliant future. Ivan, my man, being part of this webinar with you and this audience today has been an absolute blast. Can't wait for more exciting conversations in the future. See you next year.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, James. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, Ivan. It was a pleasure assisting you. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to reach out. Goodbye and take care.
Well, I think that it was pretty well. There was an hallucination or something that that the system was unable to understand, probably due to my bad English. So, guys, I think that we are done, and I think that it's clear for all of us that artificial intelligence is the future. Has Neil said to us, would be brilliant, and it is in our hand to embrace it and to make it shiny. And this is an AI quote that says a lot. I think that the things will change absolutely for better. Thank you so much. My name is Ivan Moreira. Thank you for being here.
Wow, thank you, Ivan. Let me switch on our slides, and yeah, pretty amazing, right? So, Ivan, thanks for the interesting presentation you just finished. Now let's take some questions from the chat window, if any, and we would kindly ask you to answer to them. Anyone willing to ask a question? Let's see.
People are shy.
Yes, you can even open your audio connection and address the question directly to Ivan if you want.
Hello, Ivan. My name
Hello.
is Daniel. Nice to meet you. You said on one of your slides that Gartner predicts that 80% of the project management activities would be done by AI by 2030.
Yes.
Please tell me, in your opinion, of course, which are the 20% that will be performed by the humans?
All right. Absolutely. This is almost a 1 million question, but all right. The thing here is that this transitioning that we will have, because you probably, Daniel, will agree with me that as project managers, we almost the time in the operational way and not on the strategic way. I think that we will shift from the operations to the strategic level. We also do works on the strategic level, but most of the time, this kind of work, like doing reports and things like this, will be done by AI, and we will have more free time to act on the strategic level in the business. And on top of that, of course, we will also be more work on our soft skills, on our leadership way, for instance.
Okay, indeed, I think that the soft skills will be ultimately the supreme tool, to say so, for the project manager.
Yes, absolutely.
Something that AI will be maybe able to mimic, but not to actually do in the real sense of the word.
Yes. At least not before the AGI comes, the artificial general intelligence.
Yes. One more question, please, because you spoke about PMI Infinity. I actually do some research because I will also be speaker maybe in the fall of this year regarding the PMI Infinity.
All right.
And I wanted to know the capabilities and the limitations. And we know that PMI Infinity is actually a retrieval augmented generative model. So basically, to the large language model, they added the knowledge database of the PMI. Please tell me, in comparing the PMI Infinity, for instance, with, let's say, OpenGPT, which ChatGPT, sorry, which one of them you think is, at this moment at least, the most, let's say, handy in providing advices or providing information or tools regarding the project management?
All right. So far, actually, it's important to know that PMI Infinity is GPT based. So the language model that is behind PMI Infinity is ChatGPT. Okay.
Yes.
By saying that, I would say that, and this is my opinion based on also on my research, is the language, the Llama 3, the language model from Meta, this one that was released 3 weeks or 1 month ago, is more handy to be used on the project management field, because not only for project management, but in general, this is a shorter language model, but the accuracy of information is better. And you ask me how I can use it, and I will tell you. There is a tool called Hugging Face. Hugging
Yes.
Face. All right. And on Hugging Face, you can subscribe for free, and the free version will allow you to interact with a lot of language models and tools. Hugging Face is like a user interface for language models. You can upload your own, it's a community, I would say, and you can upload your own information to there and ask your questions. Of course, there is some limitation because it's very, very recent application, so it's becoming popular from I don't know, maybe 3 to 6 months, not too much than that. So it's something new, but it's interesting the way how you can ask these questions to the Llama 3, uploading your own information. I would say that is, if PMI, or if there are any way to connect the PMI community information to the Llama 3, it will be more useful instead of the quality that the information that we get from PMI Infinity or any other kind of large language model. It's important to mention, as I told you in the presentation, that Infinity, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or even Perplexity will provide you almost the same information when you are doing open questions. In the moment that you dive in the field of your research, the Infinity will be more accurate because the database of the source of information is more than you have on the other ones loaded. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ivan. I certainly will dive more in this subject maybe in next time we meet. Thank you.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel, for your questions. Anyone else?
Yes, I would like to address one question, please, Christian. I'm Christina, and it was a pleasure to have you again, Ivan. I saw you in the conference, and I keep some very important information since the conference last year. But now taking in consideration what you just told us about the latest version of Copilot, and taking in consideration your IT experience and security experience, what you could recommend to keep for keeping the safety and privacy requirements while using this AI in our companies?
All right. Well, the short, to not be too long, is when using an AI tool on enterprise or on your business, you should be sure that is the small letters on the contract protect yourself. So you need to talk to your DPO and your legal in your company to check if, even if you want to subscribe to ChatGPT Enterprise, to check if your privacy is protected on the contract, because of course they cannot avoid the GDPR when providing services on Europe. But this is something that you should do. The second is, if you have the ability to have your own language model, like OpenAI not, but Microsoft with Copilot, I think that you can have your own tenant of artificial intelligence connected to your information. By doing that, you make sure that the way how your own data is interacting with the large language model is the whole life cycle, the whole architecture is on your hands. So you can make sure that you are more protected and secure. But I think that is more, for instance, it's more a legal and DPO question than a concern of course. Us as project managers should be concerned about that, but we should make sure that the information in the contract and the small letters is according to our company's policies.
The challenge that I see here, that in general, providers like Microsoft have generic statements, and I don't think how much we can personalize this type of documentation and policies,
When we are talking about an enterprise agreement, normally it becomes a bit more suitable agreement between companies. Of course, if we are talking about a small business, it's not so easy to deal with them, and so we need to be exposed to the contract lines, to the statements. But we are not I work in a large enterprise, and we have meetings with guys from Microsoft, from Google, or from these big tech companies, and they are with us discussing things about not only technology but also about data protection, legal, and so on.
Super. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Christina, for your question, and Ivan for your answer. Anyone else? Any other questions? Okay. One question from my side, Ivan.
Go ahead.
What investments do you think are needed to effectively integrate AI technologies into PM strategy?
Well, Christy, it is directly dependent to how big your business is, of course. But as I told you, if you are thinking about a PMO, for instance, just I do not advise to companies just adopt artificial intelligence only in one silo, on one business unit. I think that the company should have at least a strategic view about artificial intelligence. But if you are talking about implementing in a PMO, it's a matter of what you want to automate. But it's not so expensive to a company to have an enterprise agreement with OpenAI or Microsoft Copilot or even Google Gemini. It's not so expensive per user. If you have like 10 team members, you can start having something like a 30 euro subscription and a team member, and you can upload your own information and keep it like close it in your team. And the way how the company is progressing in artificial intelligence, we are talking about a Gen AI model, you can start growing in terms of the users. Of course, it's just a example about how we can do it, but there is a plenty of things, plenty of tools that we can use. My company decided to implement a new project management tool that is not my favorite one, but I was just part of the team who are deciding the tool, and it's not the best one, but I think that is the more. I like to be disruptive, and they were more conservative. So, but this tool that we are implementing is have some AI features, but it's cheaper, but of course have the ability to grow in the future. The tool is called Reich. I don't know if you heard about it before, and it's this interesting one, full of features. It will transform the way how we manage our projects in the company. But for instance, if I can choose it, I probably go to this one, Taskade, or even to Notion, that is more disruptive ones and AI-based ones.
Okay, thank you, Ivan. If there are no other questions, I would like to. Okay,
we had
go
two
ahead.
hands up, Cristi. We had Mihai, and now I see Lavinia.
Lavinia, okay. Now I can see. Okay.
Hi, Ivan. I wanted to ask you if you know any projects in the public sector implementing the AI, because I think the public sector, or some segments in the public sector, should not be so concerned about privacy, because finally the data there should be known by us. So it's not like in a company where you want to keep your secrets, or do you know any approach or any project in the world in the public sector?
No, actually, not. I don't heard about any related projects. I know that not only European Union have some initiatives that is not a project yet, like the EU Act, that is the way that they are building the framework for artificial intelligence in the European Union. Also, the US government started creating a department inside of the states to start creating, similar to the EU Act, their own framework for artificial intelligence implementation on the public sector. But this is just the surface of information that we have. I actually don't know about any initiative.
Thank you. I hope that it will come in the future, because instead of trying to get some information from the public companies or from some public entities, we could ask an AI implementation and receive the answers from their data.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mihai. Let's hear Lavinia. Do you have a question for Ivan?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Nice to be here with all of you. Quite similar question from me. From your own experience so far, what do you think is the industry who's leading the way now in artificial intelligence adoption? Is it healthcare, pharmaceutical, construction? I don't know.
Well, Lavinia, my I'm more connected to the cybersecurity and the healthcare industry, but I see, and I think that the most buzziest noise that I heard in terms of practical implementation of artificial intelligence in the business is some progress that is happening on the healthcare using computer vision. Okay. I can give you an example, and that there is thousands of them in the internet that you can find. But of course, for other business areas, you find. But from my own, there is two. One from security, that is the ability to have Gen AI analyzing logs from source of systems and providing fraud and fraud detection, and also how I can say, to detect the system if there are a bad behavior that seems that there are something to be like a surface attack. That is one. And the computer vision in the healthcare is we had a project and a POC, a proof of concept, that we ran in the last year. And it was like for breast cancer, and the system was analyzing 1,000 breast cancer images, and this information was placed on the computer vision system, and the model says that 7% of the examinations had potential cancer. And it was a number of 70. It was 7 women, and we had to contact our legal department to check if we can interact with them to ask them to do a new examination. And the legal found a solution, and we contact them. We did new exams, and from these 70 ladies, I think, if I'm not wrong, that 40 something, it means more than 50%, had effectively cancer cells on their breath. So, and
wow.
yeah, it's scary. It's scary in the way how it was happening until today. So because human eyes could failure, but AI using computer vision could be more accurate, and we are talking about just one field, So if you exponential this vision about how AI could predict in the early stages cancer, we can also save lives easily.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Con piacere.
Mulțumesc. I'm aware of the time, so Cristian, stage is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lavinia. Okay, so last call. Any other question before thanking Ivan and announcing the next speaker for tomorrow? Okay, we are. Let's.
Just
before...
one last note, Christy.
Yeah.
I also I forgot to mention. I mentioned, but I don't mention with too much accuracy. I strongly recommend you guys who are trying to test AI tools to test this one that I mentioned, that is Hugging Face, and also test Perplexity, because Perplexity is also GPT based, but is connected to the internet. It's more 1,000 times better the way how you can get fresh information from this language model, Perplexity. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for this update, Ivan. Okay. Before saying goodbye, let me let me thank you, Ivan, again for your continuous support for our chapter and for today's presentation on such a relevant topic of our days. So thank you again, Ivan, and hopefully we will have you again in the coming sessions related or not to AI, but especially on this topic. And all of us just heard some questions from Daniel Bulghela a few minutes ago. We're gonna have Daniel tomorrow as a speaker about risk management and AI, and we are very curious about this topic because we heard about it even today and in the previous days about the specific help in project management from AI on risk management, and I'm very curious about this topic. Not only about identifying risk, but also maybe for some risk response suggested by AI.
Okay, thank you very much, Christian. I look forward to tomorrow night's presentation. And you know me, I am a little more like a hands-on guy, so we will do also some prompts on the ChatGPT and see what came up. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Okay, so thank you all for attending this session. I hope you enjoyed the interaction and the news from Ivan. And I'm waiting for you all for tomorrow and for the day after tomorrow, of course. Stay with us and have a nice evening, all of you.
Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
If you have any other question, you can find me on LinkedIn and be connected with myself. It would be a pleasure to be connected with you and provide and answer your questions. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here tonight.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and seară bună.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Seară bună.
Seară bună.
Bye bye.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye guys.